Twist, twist the tattoo into the hole. My baby's twisted, I can't resist it, but that's just rock and roll. Forget forgiveness, she died today. My baby killed her, my baby thrilled her, we ate her whole. Unknot the heartstrings, bust out the beer. Unload your sorrow, forget the horror, there's nothing to fear. Break out the streamers, we'll kiss like dreamers. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Another new year with you, my dear, my dreamer. Happy New Year. Another midnight, the same old story. We're here forever, our time together, running out, breaking down. You've broken my heart, God. You've torn it apart. My dreams, my scene, my nightmare. You've broken my heart, God. You've torn it apart. My dreams, my scene, my nightmare. Let's kiss like dreamers, let's kiss like dreamers. Let's kiss, kiss, kiss in dreams. kiss, kiss, kiss him. Dreams. Into the hole. My baby's twisted, I can't resist it, but that's just rock and roll. Forget forgiveness. She died today. My baby killed her, my baby thrilled her. We ate her whole. Another heartstrings burst out the beer. Unload your sorrow, forget the horror. There's nothing to fear. Break out the streamers, we kiss like dreamers. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Story. We're here forever. Our time together. We are breaking down. You broke in my heart, God. You torn it apart. My dreams, my sin, my love. You broke in my heart, God. You torn it. Let's kiss, kiss, kiss in dreams.
Analog girl with digital buttons. Analog girl in a plastic shell. Analog girl with silicon graphics. So real you can have them. So real you can't doubt them. With havoc
Hey.
Oh, are we live?
We're live.
Sick.
How's everyone doing? Hope you enjoyed the pre-show. Okay, so today we're going to be showing off Windtown and the Mind Dungeon from YIIK I.V. Yeah, I guess we'll just jump into it. Let me pull open the game.
Oh, I've got the controller ready.
Okay, we'll see you guys on video after we're done playing.
Hey, look! We're in Chicago!
Did you just laugh? I think this is the first time I've heard you do that.
I do it all the time. Well, usually it's in my head. And normally it's aimed at you two.
Ouch.
Did this guy tell you where to meet him specifically?
Well, crap. No, he didn't.
Well then, I guess this is where we start asking any late-night street crawlers for information.
How do you propose we do that?
Find the nearest person and ask them about the girl who disappeared here recently. Pretty easy, actually. Just be direct, Alex. They won't bite. Well, maybe they won't. This town is pretty suspect.
Okay, fair enough. Let's give it a try.
For me.
We're not talking, so we're just letting the game speak for itself for now until we have some commentary to add.
Bleed for me. Bleed for me.
always pictured this guy with like a really trashy British accent. We had shown this demo off at some convention, the name escapes me, in Birmingham, England. And there was this guy who read all the dialogue out loud to his friends, and he had the silliest accent. So now every time I play this game, I just imagine it's like a bunch of British people.
Totally. Plead for me.
Okay, I'm just gonna lower the audio on the game real quick, Bren. Just hold on 1 second. Okay, so now we're going to go into the new mine dungeon.
Yeah, we should probably level up.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the new mine dungeon. We're going to demonstrate leveling up. So you can select from 3 different attributes: the Self, the Sun, and the Holy Thief. Each affects a different attribute.
I see you've settled into the mine dungeon quite well. Have you met the librarian? Oh, I guess you wouldn't. She's on floor 15. There is a girl who minds the place all by herself. Tell her the Krow told you to come read old memories. She will show you the rest. Before you go, I feel like I should warn you about that girl. Ask whatever questions you want, but remember, she may not answer. There are things I cannot say, and things she certainly can't. However, keep asking questions. Ask as many as you can think of. That will be your job. Whenever you're not in the dungeon of the mind, you are free to do as you like. Understand?
Hi, gamer. I see you found your way. Hop up here and Jocasta will show you something exciting. See that golden egg? It's called a foil. Inside is a carta. Go ahead, open it. Oh wait, I forgot. You can't do it without one of these. This is a carta key. Bring me a gift and I'll give you one. Do you have a gift for me? Oh, it's beautiful. Didn't think I'd ever get something so special from a gamer. You only have one heart though. Are you sure you'll be able to stop at just one carta?
Wait for me. Wait for me.
So in order to get the carta, you have to defeat a mysterious winged person.
Wait for me.
We unlocked the fattened calf. You pet the cow. I cried tears of joy. It is the joy that I find so sad. This place is filled with it. Nostalgia for things to come.
I'm gonna equip the card to Alex because he doesn't have a heart anymore. Should we power this one up?
Let's talk to the person on the other side. The jester and the king are fighting for the crown. Unaware they are father and son. The king has forgotten the jester, and the jester has fooled himself. The jester laughs at his own jokes. The jester imitates you. My eyes never dry. The joy never ceases. When the world ends, only then will I be happy. But fear not. Time is on my side. Why do we live? To process memes? To select for them using consciousness? Without a body, I can't pass on my genes. As a projection of the mind, I fear becoming a vessel for an idea. The meme host. The ONISM man. Have you figured it out yet? The question? Thump, thump, thump. You remember your mother and father together. I think a time like this calls for a special ability.
Okay.
We're going to show off some accessibility features now, namely the fixed camera mode, the battle log, and the dimmed background colors.
Yeah, let me heal first.
Heal.
If you find that the camera motion is too intense for you, you can set the camera to just be a stationary, fixed position.
Wait for me.
Yeah, so in the combat, everybody has one shared PP attribute, so you don't have to worry about managing it across party members. When you deal a critical blow, you get extra PP. And yes, you use drinks to refill your PP. Yeah, so each item in combat, each weapon has its own unique model.
Heal.
Old settings. Right. Yeah, you can, if you're streaming the game, you can filter the background to put yourself.
For me.
So if you want to appear like one of the Carta behind the characters, you can do that. Soul capture.
For me. For me.
Check out my sickness!
Okay.
Probably heal before battle. Good plan. Yeah, so the doppelganger ability before soul capture allows you to steal an enemy and put them on your party. It's one of Michael's abilities, and you actually carry it through battles until the soul has been destroyed.
Who are you guys?
I'm Alex. I come from the internet.
Oh, one sec. Come in.
So hey, yeah, I'm Rory, but you probably figured that much out on your own. If not, why would I be letting you into my room? Anyway, what are your names?
I'm Alex. This is Vela and Michael.
No, I mean, what are your screen names? That's how I know all of you, so that'll be more beneficial.
Oh, I'm SNES Man 99. I think that's the first time I've had to say that out loud. Michael is Veriformer, and Vela isn't cool enough to go on the message board.
Hey, aren't you that girl? The one from Windway 87's post about the girl who's ripping up holes in reality in his town?
I am. But don't believe everything you read on the internet. You boys take that stuff too seriously.
Hey, I invented lying on the internet, so no need to warn me. Anyway, I'll have my eyes on you. Don't need you ripping a hole in my basement with your mind powers or whatever the hell it is you do.
Well, then just remain on my good side. So, Rory, tell us about your sister. When did she disappear?
My sister, she vanished about 3 weeks ago. Went to school one day, left school, and now she's gone. No crazy elevator video of her either, she's just gone.
Oh, did your parents get the police involved?
No, my parents aren't exactly what you'd call proactive. They aren't the types that jump to their kids' defense when they're in trouble.
Do you think it would be okay if we talked to them?
No, that wouldn't be okay. It's complicated.
I see. Well, who else knows that she's missing? This is extremely serious. A teenage girl goes missing, and someone needs to be doing something about it.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah, okay, you're right. Where do we begin? Well, my sister Carrie started acting weird a few months back. She was having trouble with some girls at school, but nothing she couldn't handle. So one day, things get really weird when I find her in the attic. She was holding some of her baby toys, stuff that's been boxed up for years. I asked her what she was doing, and she said she needed them for gifts. Gifts for kids who had less than she did. So then she left. She took 7 things with her. After she vanished, I went around looking for her, and I found her toys scattered everywhere. Anyway, the weird thing is, each place a toy was found, an accident happened there shortly after. One of the toys was left at an underpass, and the next day, a kid was killed when a car hit him. And I know that sounds like a coincidence, but then at a train station, a woman was robbed, and the guy who grabbed her purse ran into the tracks and got hit by, not the train, but a cop car that lost control and plowed into him. Anyway, this old lady had a heart attack and died the next day at the grocery store right on top of a sewage cap where another toy had been found. You can't tell me all of that is a coincidence.
Did anything happen to you personally when you went to these locations? Were you the one who found the toys?
Yeah, to both. But let's just go to the places. I think it'd be best for me to show you myself.
Okay, so this is where we're going to stop the gameplay for today, but we're going to stick around and we're going to talk for a bit. If you're in YIIK on Discord, you can come in and talk with us on voice. Otherwise, feel free to type stuff into Twitch chat. We'll see that as well. Is that on? Give us 1 second. We'll get the cameras back on. Okay. Yeah, so that was Windtown and a little preview of the Mine Dungeon. We would love to keep playing the whole game, but we have to have something for you guys to experience when it comes out.
Sure.
We don't want to show off the whole thing just yet. But there's a lot of surprises in store. If you liked what you saw, it kind of just escalates from there. So we're going to just take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and we're going to do some calls and talk to people. So yeah, just give us a few minutes, and
Yeah, don't go too far.
don't go too far. We'll be back with more stuff.
What's going on, boyos? It's your boy YIIK I.V, back at it again with some sick advertising. Wait, you really want me to read the same script again? How about we don't? Remember Roba Roba? Well, if you don't, they're the hottest place to pick up new YIIK fans. You can climb the unholy mountain with this sick shirt design. And of course, you can get these 2 shirts designed by Ropeston. There's the Interdimensional Girl shirt and the Nameless Child shirt. And I'm excited to announce a brand new collaboration with another amazing artist. Rocket gives us this awesome Good Brother, Bad Brother shirt. Are you a good brother like Alex, who spends his time searching for missing people? Or are you a bad brother like Rory, who lies to his friends and makes them explore dangerous sewers? I'm not alone in saying this, but this shirt is pretty awesome, and all of these other shirts are too, and they're all available at Roba Roba. More shirts! Are you not a video game character or a cartoon protagonist who wears the same shirt throughout the entire series? Well, then you need more shirts, right? I've got these 2 shirts available at the Yeast Breed merch store. A Velo Wild Tour shirt, and this shirt, which makes an appearance in Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. Also, while you're here, these pens are available. It's still not enough clothes? You need to YIIK out your entire wardrobe? And you need the perfect shirt for your Alex cosplay? Well, you're in luck, because at the Axe Shop, they've got a couple of your favorite in-game shirts. Like Alex's Ordinary Colors shirt, and Claudio's Maho Shoujo Haru no Shimai shirt. And while you're there, you can pick up this bag that you can do what Alex never could, getting the groceries. Or maybe your wall is looking a little barren, and you're a little too embarrassed to hang back up those anime wall scrolls for shows you don't actually care about anymore. Well, you could solve this issue by buying some Y2K posters. You can even use these prints to cover up that hole in your wall that you punched when you found out your sister ate the last Dino Nuggies. They've even got prints based off the 1.25 short story, Deviation Perspective. If you still don't know what that is after 2 of these advertisements already, it's something that you get when you buy the 1.25 OST on Bandcamp. It's a nice short PDF that has a fun story about Kisage X, William, and Velo Wild. And while you're there on Bandcamp, you can check out preview tracks for IV.
We met in a dream, a soon forgotten scene.
And if that's not enough music, you can get the Y2K soundtrack vinyl, available at Black Screen Records. It's sold out everywhere else, so you better act now. There's a limited quantity on these pressings, so this could be the last chance to get Y2K soundtrack on vinyl. But if you want another chance at getting these songs on vinyl, or maybe even some of the great new songs we've seen with IV, we need you to let Yeti Records know that this is something that you want. Because if they don't know you're going to buy it, then how will they know to make it? And if anybody gets mad at you for doing this, you can just tell them YIIK I.V sent you. I'm willing to take the heat for this because I already own all 4 variations, and I'll keep buying more.
Hey, Andrew.
So
Can
we don't
yeah.
have the ability to make stages, so we're gonna makeshift it. Oh.
So yeah, so we can be we're on the stream, I think, right now.
Yeah.
So if you're in the server and you want to ask some questions, ping me, Linguistic Spaceship, with your question, and I can read it out. Actually, do you want to bring some people in?
Was that a question for me?
That, right.
Okay. Before we start,
we can probably bring some people in.
Okay, before we start, we wanted to show off something that we're working on. It's not done yet; it's still a work in progress. But we have a hardcover bound version of the Y2K Deviation Perspective 1, which is a short story that accompanied Y2K 1.25 that I wrote and Brian illustrated, and we're looking to put out a couple volumes because there's going to be like 3 different books. We're going to put out the first one hopefully soon, but this is what we're working on, so something you can keep an eye out for.
Damn. I just can't have any money. You just keep making sick YIIK merchandise.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we're in Michael's dark room. That's why we're red.
That's right. You wouldn't believe how red it is in here.
Yeah, it's not really great on our eyes, but it looks cool.
Yeah. And the computer being on is ruining the photos.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna bring in some people from the YIIK Cord, and we're gonna. So if anyone has any questions, anything they want to ask us about IV or anything they want to say, any.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring in Stars Phillip because they pinged me and they asked to be in this channel. So
cool.
Stars Phillip, here they are.
Hello.
Hey,
Stars. Oh, here's Michael.
Well, I mute the stream. Okay, now now it's a lot easier to comprehend everything. All right. So something I was wanting to ask is, will IV bring some more insight to the elusive third ending that everybody right now is trying to search for?
No.
Oh.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not really the point. I think it's one of those things where if people never find it, we're kind of okay with that. But there's plenty of new endings in the update, so I think people will have their fill.
Oh, there's more. Okay, I did not know there's going to be new endings added. Okay. Will they be as difficult to find as this elusive third ending, or will it be...
No, they'll be much more like a...
Yeah, a bit more sane.
Yeah, a bit more sane.
Okay, gotcha.
Less experimental.
All right. Yeah, everybody right now is now freaking out or yeeking out, I guess, in the VC chat. Okay, cool. Well, that's cool to learn. All right. Well, thank you. That's mainly the question I had.
Thanks for asking it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I'm kind of surprised we've never said that before.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I figured we had answered that already.
Yeah.
But now that you've asked it, I don't think that's the case.
Evolution in chat asks, will the accessibility settings also affect the Mind Dungeon?
Oh, yes, they will, yeah. You're going to be able to mute the Mind Dungeon background. I know a lot of people don't do well with the extremely bright color thing that me and Brian love so much, so we have to meet people halfway, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's Pizza Meister we're bringing in right now.
Hey, Pizza
What's
Meister.
going on?
I don't know. Everyone's freaking out about multiple endings. I don't know what that's about.
Well, you said you had a question.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
your funny question?
Oh shit! I didn't realize I switched chats.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
I just wanted to. Okay, I forgot my question. I was too focused on.
That's okay.
Previously,
We can have someone else come in and you can think about it.
We can also answer some Twitch stuff.
That's fine. I'm gonna try to think of something. One thing I do want to ask is kind of a whatever question to ask, but I do kind of want to ask is, how important is Asuka going to be to this, like, story, characters, and whatnot? Like, how relevant is she going to be?
She's pretty
like,
relevant.
I noticed,
Yeah, she's a pretty big part of the story now.
All right. I was wondering because, like, I don't think she's going to be a pertinent member of what it looks like. Like, assuming, like, the question out boxes are, like, final and, like none are, like, added. Because, like, I just assume, like, that was, like, the max amount of party members you're going to have. Like, outside of, like, like, the ending and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a smart way to speculate. But I think it's a little more subversive how it works than that, I think.
Yeah, you might be surprised with what we did.
Yeah, it happens in a way you might not expect. That's all I can really say.
All right, I see you. I see. Also,
yeah,
sorry.
No,
one last thing. Also about like the Nameless Child, or whatever. Like, is she? I'm generally kind of curious to like what kind of like what kind of being she even is. I'm thinking like just like you see her in like a flashback, right, or whatever. It's that scene. What one scene was from the trailer, or like the one trailer at one point. Like now from this new showcase, showing her in the mine dungeon and whatnot. Like, and I was really wondering. Like, I'm actually like quite intrigued on what this person is.
We can't really answer, but like that's also going to be pretty surprising. Like, if you were to guess, like for like 10 hours, you probably wouldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it's all of the new characters have they're all used pretty extensively. Like we didn't like just like throw any new characters into it. We wanted to ensure that they all felt like they were a big part of the cohesive whole of Y2K.
Okay, so I would assume that also applies to like Claudia as well. Like her.
Yeah, Claudio and Chondra have a whole story arc. I know a lot of people wanted more out of them, so the first thing we did when we started 1.5 was write a whole arc for them. So they have a bunch of cutscenes, and they play a more integral part to the story now.
All right, good. There, that is definitely something I didn't want to hear though, because I just wanted to like see how you would incorporate those specific characters more into the story due to them not really having as big of a focus, as before.
Yeah.
So very good questions.
Yes, very good.
Thank you.
I'm going to take some from
a couple I've seen in chat. No, I was going to read them.
Oh, from Twitch?
You.
Perfect. Do it. That'd be great.
I'm going to give you back, Pizza.
All right.
Does everyone have more defined roles in combat, or is everyone still a DPS minus Rory tank?
Yeah, so everybody does have a more specific battle role. Now, mind you, it is an RPG. It is about hitting things and lowering their HP. But like, Michael has a bunch of interesting skills, like what he's able to do with his firearm and with soul capture. Vela kind of works like a red mage in a way. Yeah, I think everyone at least feels more unique, even if they're all still attacking characters. Some are attack and support, whereas like Rory is like a primarily support character. They're mainly designed now based on how frequently you have access to them in the story. That's kind of how their roles work now.
Here's one that we get that I've seen often.
Wait.
Did the original
before you go on, okay? I just want to mention, like, I just came from the Indie Rumble server, and we have a lot of people, like a bunch of people, like watching there as well. And I just want to say, their like opinions on it, like, have been unanimously positive. Especially Dallins, who thinks the new mine dungeon and everything looks phenomenal.
Awesome! Shout out to Dallin. Shout out to Indie Rumble.
Yeah.
Shout out to Frail Dog.
That's where I'm at, and if I come here, like maybe like somebody from there has like a question or something like that, I'll be asking that then.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, see ya. Have fun with the stream.
Thanks.
Go forward.
I was gonna ask all the original cast reprise their roles? That's a question we see a lot.
A lot of them have. Some of them don't have new dialogue because they had enough of a role in the story. But most people are coming back who haven't. Everyone who has new dialogue is coming back.
Yeah, and as you've seen, old scenes can come back in new ways.
Yeah.
So.
Somebody asks what my recording setup is. I have a bunch of stuff. I have that's a Moog Sub 37. That's a Viscount organ from the 80s. I have a Roland drum kit. I have some Mesa Boogie amp here that you can't really see. I produce all my music in Studio One now. I use Logic 9 for 1.0. Switched to Studio One for IV. And then I use Yamaha HS8 studio monitors and an M Audio keyboard.
I'm gonna bring in someone from the chat. Gentashin, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce it.
They can tell us.
Whatever your name is.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. It's not. Let me drag them to this channel. This is fucked up. I don't know how to. Could you read another question from chat, please?
Yeah, somebody says, will we be seeing Bandcamp releases of some of the preview tracks? I loved the full version of Kiss Like Dreamers, Alex Prey. Yeah, everything will eventually get onto Bandcamp. It's really just a matter of some tracks don't have final masters yet, like Let's Kiss Like Dreamers. I'm not done with the master. I like to take some time away from tracks before I master them to really get fresh ears to approach them. So hopefully we're looking to release the update this year, so hopefully they'll all be on Bandcamp by the end of the summer. As somebody else asks, is it necessary to play Y2K 1.0? No, not at all. All of the 1.0 story stuff is contained in IV, so if you play it, you'll get the full original story as well as the new additional story stuff.
Welcome, Gentashin.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, jump scare, right?
Yeah,
you have a question?
I have a question. My main question is that what inspired all this new content in 1.5? Because we got the Nameless Child, Krow with a K, Asuka, and all that stuff. What inspired all this? Was this planned in the base game, or was this planned after the game was released?
It was planned after.
It was planned after. Oh,
yeah, we wanted to return to Y2K in some way. We had some new workflow stuff we wanted to try out. We wanted to still explore some ideas in the game's world. And last summer we started IV. Actually, we've been working on IV for about a year this week. We did 1.25 and then we started IV. So everything you've seen, we've produced in about a little over a year. I think it was New Year's 2020, I think, that we had the idea to maybe do an update with additional content, but we weren't sure if we were ready to tackle it yet. And then we had an idea for the premise, including like the character of Kasagi X and Asuka and Nameless Child. As soon as we had the premise, we're like, okay, we probably really should do that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that was my only question. I didn't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. See ya.
Yeah, no. Thank you.
We're gonna bring in Big Show Rules.
Hey.
Oi.
How's it going? Or did it not happen?
Now they're here. Hey.
Yo, what up, Big Show? Hello.
I don't think your mic's working. That's sad.
I hate when that happens.
Okay, well, while we're waiting, I'll read another one from Twitch.
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Hey.
Hey, sorry about that.
No problem.
How are you?
I wanted to ask you guys about the physical copy.
What did you want to ask us about it?
Is there any? Let's see. Is there any plans for a PC version of that?
Interesting.
I don't think there is, but it's possible. If that's something people would want, I guess we would just need to know that there's a demand for it. But it's not out of the question. It's not
I'd be
too
definitely down for
difficult.
that.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll run that by our publisher and see what they say.
Okay, cool. I got one more question while I'm here. Could we get some kind of update on the figurines, maybe?
Yeah, we're gonna do them once we finish the update. We're gonna make them. So for anyone who doesn't know what Big Show's talking about, Brian and I have a plan to make a very small run of Y2K figures. They're gonna be hand painted by our friend Wilfred. We're gonna produce them all ourselves, and we're gonna probably do 3 of them, and we're going to do a physical version of the Carta game. And it's going to come with, when you buy the figure, it'll come with a little book that has like a scenario, and you'll be able to play with the physical cards against the book. So it'll be a single-player tabletop RPG with a figure. And we're probably only going to do like 300 of each figure because we're making them all by hand. So be on the lookout for that sometime probably next year.
I was about to ask something about something similar because somebody in Indie Rumble, Dallin, had the question if there's gonna be with the limited run also a deluxe edition of the limited run YIIK one.
It's possible. It's still up in the air. So basically the way it'll work is when we finish IV, then we'll start the process of figuring out what will be in the physical, and then we'll gauge the the interest once it's out. Then we'll really figure out the plans. But it's one thing at a time. First it's the update and then the physical.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Okay, and Rob and Yecord really wants me to ask for the release date.
Sometime this year. Hopefully before the winter. Hopefully end of summer or mid-fall. It all just depends on localization and finishing up the voice acting, which we're still working on.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Yeah. We're going to bring in Salty Mint. Great name.
Hello, Salty Mint.
Hey, Salty Mint.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey. I think I more so just kind of had a couple questions pertaining to the battle system. I remember me and my friend were talking about discussing how the bleed system might work, and I was sort of curious whether it acts as sort of like a rolling damage, sort of like what Earthbound has, where it kind of slowly deals the damage over time, or if it only occurs whenever I guess you would call it the action bar is going forward.
Yes. So it works like that. So whenever a character is in the act state, the damage is calculated.
Yeah, it will pause when the menu appears.
Gotcha.
So it's like a hybrid of both of those ideas that you just said.
Okay, and I guess a second part would be because I saw for the Mine Dungeon there was a sort of I think what was it training the Carters within the Mine Dungeon, as well as a fighting of the I forget the name, but the mysterious child in the Mine Dungeon. And so I was wondering whether or not there was a sort of training mode almost similar to something like the Mario Luigi series, where you can sort of train with some of the aspects that you're probably not as familiar with initially.
No, we haven't thought of that. That's interesting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so the new Mine Dungeon is definitely a lot more interactive. There's a lot of stuff to explore, stuff to find. There's no training in it. There is combat against the Nameless Child. You have to beat her to win her Carta.
Gotcha.
And then, so basically the game has 13 Cartas, and they're like a finite resource, and you have to discover them within the dungeon. So they're hidden throughout. So there's a lot of exploring and a lot of little quests that happen in the Mine Dungeon as well. It's now more of a gameplay section than it was in the original.
Okay, gotcha. All right, awesome. Thank y'all.
Yeah, thank you for your question, Salty.
Absolutely.
good.
Sure thing. Y'all have a great afternoon.
You too.
Yeah, we're gonna bring in Sneeze.
Hello, Sneeze.
Hey, Sneeze.
Bless you.
It's a me.
I thought of that same joke. I was like, that's too corny. I can't say that. But hell cries shameless.
I almost did it.
I have a little bit.
So I wanted to ask you to, you've built up a backlog of a lot of like great music and stuff, but some of it, like Michael's theme, doesn't go very well used in the game. Like it just kind of sits in the Chapter 2 overworld. Are there going to be new scenes that incorporate these songs better?
So there are new scenes that use them in some way, but it's not like I just took the track and then just played it there. It's more like I incorporated the themes into new music for like new cutscenes. Michael's theme in particular, so the mine dungeon is going to have a jukebox where you can find records and play different music inside there. So if you want to run around the mine dungeon's themed breakaway, if you find the records, you could do that. And then there's little calls to Michael's theme throughout the score.
Yeah, I already heard one in the first stream, which is part of why I wanted to ask that. That's very cool. Thank you. I think the mine dungeon thing sounds awesome. I'll definitely look forward to that. Thanks for answering.
Thank you.
Hey,
Peace out.
Sorry, like to interject. Somebody in Indie Rumble, that username asked, "What is YIIK ever gonna come out on Xbox?"
No plans currently.
Okay. And Thomas, like from Indie Rumble, also asked, "Will there be a YIIK art book or a digital YIIK art collection of some sort?"
Maybe someday we would do that.
Yeah, it's just the two of us, so it's kind of hard to put things like that together.
Yeah, we have to pick and choose.
Yeah, it takes a long time to throw together an art book, but it's something we do want to do. So hopefully,
it's also
at some
funny.
point.
The game doesn't actually have a lot of concept art because the 3D models were made directly.
Yeah.
Just from imagination to model.
So it wasn't a lot of like sketch something and then make it. Brian just works directly in Blender, and he does all his ideas in real time, I guess.
Yeah.
Still, I'm sure we probably have something we could put together someday.
Yeah, that would be cool to do with the physical. I think it'd be really cool to do the like the hardcover books. There's gonna be like 3 volumes of this. And then
would
maybe
have
the
an
art book
idea.
would be cool.
I would have an idea, like maybe like a digital art gallery where it's basically like you go through like a museum, like with like all the models and stuff.
That would be cool if you could like rotate around, trigger animations.
I've always wanted people to be able to see some of them up close.
Like the document of Metal Gear Solid 2, my second favorite game of all time.
And like with the museum, there could be like insider info and like more trivia and all that, like on everything.
Yeah, that would be cool. I like that idea.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll move back now, and you can bring in more people. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to bring in Lieutenant Confetti. So here they are now. Hey, Lieutenant, what's going on?
Hey, so I just have a question. It seems a bit redundant with the record player, but maybe like a thing in like the top right where it shows what type of like music is playing, because like I spent like a good few like half an hour to an hour just looking for like one team without actually knowing the name.
That's interesting.
But with the record player, it just seems a bit redundant, where like you'll just like pick and choose whichever music you want to play.
Well, the records in the mine dungeon are not every track. It's like music that we think works in the mine dungeon, and you have to find them within the mine dungeon. Like they're like physical records that you find.
Yeah, so you might get lucky and the track you're looking for is one of those,
Yeah.
but if it's not...
I may be an option to turn on the name of the track, because
Yeah.
I think it would kind of like hurt some of the composition, like the visual composition.
Yeah, although we might have to sanitize some of the names. Because they might be like...
Yeah. You couldn't go off the file name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and also just another question: will there be any new like content for New Game Plus, or is there any plans like additions for New Game Plus?
Yeah,
content.
There's a bunch of new stuff in New Game Plus. Look forward to more info on that when you play the game, because we're not spoiling it.
Perfect, Carl.
We have a question I got pinged for the. It's about the merch. They're asking if there's plans to ship to places like Canada.
It has to do with the fulfillment centers that we use. Like whoever produces the merchandise, it's up to them if they ship to Canada. We are looking for better distribution methods. So hopefully, what is it that they want to see shipped to Canada? Which product? So I can.
I'm not sure. They said. They said the new Alex shirt design is what they said.
Oh,
I'm not too sure what it refers to.
Yeah, they probably mean the one that Alex wears himself. I think that's sold through the Axe Studios store, which I don't think ships to Canada. We'll work on that. We'll get a version that can ship there. That'll be a project that we prioritize. Somebody says, wait, I thought the game itself was the New Game Plus. You mean New Game Plus stuff is also completely new? Well, there's new stuff if you play the New Game Plus version of the game. You get some additional things that happen. But all the stuff that we've been showing off is in just a standard new game of Y2K. It's not the New Game Plus content. That is like...
Yeah, nobody's seen that yet.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to put in Captain Newt 06. Well, they're currently deafened, so I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
You could try.
Risky.
Yeah, oh, wait, no, never mind. Here they are.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Captain
Hey.
Newt.
Hey,
How you
what's
doing?
going on?
Hey, I wanted to ask, I'm not sure if anyone's asked this before or not, but I wanted to ask, is there any connection between Krow and Marlene? Like, we human Krow, and then there's the Marlene the Krow, and I was wondering if they're, like, connected in any way.
Yes, they are. There's a connection for sure.
Okay, yeah, because, like, I was wondering, like, are they the same, different, like, wasn't quite sure what was going on there.
I like the way you're thinking. I think you'll find it interesting. That's all I can really say.
Oh boy! All right, looking forward to seeing what's going on there. 'Cause I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, the new Krow, handsome Krow, gets a lot of screen time. He has a really cool big part.
Nice. All right, that's all I really wanted to ask. So.
Thanks. Good question.
All right, yeah. See ya.
Everyone has great questions today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get this person in. Why not? They're a new user, so... Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hi, I'm a big YIIK. Hello? Oh, wait.
Hey.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on? You had a question?
Yeah, I do. So I'm also the game dev, and I was wondering, like, what's like motivated you to like really stick with this game? Because I know that like someone asked a similar question, like, what were your inspirations? But like, I've worked on some games, and I just like sometimes I lose motivation, or I get burned out, or my friends like don't want to work on it, and I'm like, what really like made you want to stick with this game specifically?
That's understandable. It's not really a question of motivation, because I've found that like motivation and inspiration and things like that don't really help push us across the finish line. So it's really just about setting a schedule and sticking to it.
Yeah, you have to prioritize it, and like for us, this is our job. This is what we do for a living. So having it be tied to whether or not we can pay our rent and our bills and save for the future is a big factor that makes it feel real. When you have like another job and you're making a game on the side, it definitely does require a lot of discipline. I don't know. It's hard to learn. You kind of just need to learn to take each task one at a time and to not get overwhelmed by how much there is to do.
I would say each time you finish a project, you'll find that it gets a little bit easier the next time.
Yeah.
So okay, I get what you mean. So like more specifically then, like less as like motivation wise, more as like I'm saying like what really made you want to make like more like make this update specifically? Because I know you said like, oh, you had some ideas, but like what really pushed you to do that instead of working on a new project?
Well, we are working on a new project. We're making an Unreal 5 game that we're actually a pretty decent amount into, but we wanted to explore new workflows and new production methods. So instead of risking that on the new project, we're like, well, we could explore those Y2K ideas we had, and we can try out the new workflow.
Okay.
So we used this as a test for, because we've never done the really complex cutscenes in a game before. So we wanted to get better at making cutscenes, and we wanted to do it faster. So we used this as kind of a playground for us to learn how to do that.
Cool.
So I think the sort of sense of discovery kind of kept pushing us, because it's like you do a little bit of the cutscene and it looks good, and you're like, well, what if it was even better? And then you just before you know it, you got all the scenes we have in the game now.
Thank you. That was interesting to hear.
Good luck with your game.
Thank you.
I hope you finish it.
Yeah, I think this summer we're gonna finish up some loose ends with it. It's like we had made the full game, just we're ironing out some bugs and stuff.
That's a good place.
But yeah.
Exciting.
Awesome. Cool.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see ya. We're gonna have this person come in. My voice cracked. That's great.
Linguistic, I just want to say that you're doing a great job.
You're doing an excellent job.
Okay, thank you.
Better than I could do.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Is your mic muted right now? Are you in shock? I can get someone else in since I can't hear them. At least.
I can't either.
Let's get Ace in right now. Oh, they just undeafened. That was perfect timing.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
I was just wondering, since something that's very prevalent in all of this YIIK I.V. I'm sorry, the stream just weirded me out for
It's
a second.
okay. Just you can say the whole thing again.
Yeah, just mute it. It's kind of confusing.
Anyway, so what's prevalent in a lot of this YIIK I.V. stuff that's been showing off is just how much the animation has improved. And what I want to know from you is how much your ability to create these animations has changed your focus with the story and the direction of YIIK I.V.
I think well, we actually kind of did the new story ideas in tandem with the animation. Like, we use a different workflow now. Like, before we wrote the script and we recorded the voice acting and then we put it in the game. Now we wrote an outline for the story and then we wrote the script while we made the cutscenes, because we wanted to have a lot more visual storytelling. We wanted to have a better economy of words. And so I think it goes hand in hand. It does change the approach to the story.
Yeah.
And it just makes it better, I think.
I also think that animation became easier when we created new tools that allowed us to make it faster.
Yeah, we're in Unity 2018 or 2017. I think it's 2018 now.
Well, it depends on which
console.
It's like 5.6. I think it's the lowest version that we're in.
So we don't have access to the Unity animation or cutscene tools, so we had to make our own. And a big bottleneck for us on 1.0 for making cutscenes was we didn't have those tools, and we definitely didn't have the time to make them back then. But we built out a stronger foundation for the update, and I think that went a long way.
Yeah, I definitely think it shows. I really like a lot of the stuff I've been seeing. I especially think it adds a lot to the story with how you can see Michael and what he's doing in the background, whereas in the game, he kind of just disappeared for a big stretch of it.
Yeah, Michael.
So it's really cool to see him get back in there.
Michael's pretty much mainly present on ONISM with the way the game is written. So it's like Michael's storyline plays out on ONISM, and then he comes back. So if you follow ONISM as you go through the game, Michael's a bit more present, but he definitely shines in IV. He has a whole big part, and I think he's probably my favorite character now.
Yeah, mine too. Alright, that's all I wanted to talk about. See ya, Andrew.
Awesome.
See ya.
Yeah.
Wish somebody made a video about all that Michael's story on ONISM.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Someone should do that.
Still, still can't hear you. Can you guys hear them?
No.
No, sorry.
June.
But I see flashing and
That's
lighting
so
up.
weird. Yeah, that's weird.
What's going on?
Oh, we can hear you now.
I'm gonna
We can
max
hear you
it.
now.
Oh, my headphones aren't plugged in completely.
Oh, okay. That's much better.
Anyway, with IV, are there gonna be any more like ONISM tracks? Like tracks that play well on ONISM?
No.
Or is it? Oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't. I think Michael Kelly's track is perfect for all the ONISM sections.
All right. All right, that's all I had to ask.
That's all your question? That's your question? Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, see ya. We're having the best girl come on.
Chloe?
Hey.
Chloe, you gotta unmute yourself.
Yeah, maybe they're just muted. They pinged me, so I thought. Oh well.
Somebody on.
Hey.
Oh hey.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe they're just muted. They
Oh,
pinged
wait,
me.
hang on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Well.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, my boyfriend is here. He had 2 questions for you, actually. Cool. Hello.
Hey.
So in the first dungeon, there's a
Proto Woman.
Yeah, Proto Woman made out of fire. Do they ever make an appearance again? I know they're not like story important; it's more of like a metaphor, but like still.
It's extremely story important.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't come back in that way, but she's actually Proto Woman is throughout Y2K. She's a very present character, actually, and not just in IV. Proto Woman is you meet her before Sammy, and then she becomes Sammy, and then she symbolically becomes Vela, and then she literally becomes the Essentia, and Alex chases the Essentia, and it's all from that sort of catalyst of first chasing the cat, meeting the Blue Woman, her becoming more particularized in the form of the Proto Woman, and then chasing the Proto Woman. You can figure out what that means. It shouldn't be too hard. What was the second question?
Oh, he wanted to know if there's like it about Jocasta, if there's anyone who you're like eyeing to want to like voice her. I could not hear that. I'm sorry.
I don't know. There isn't anyone. We're still casting her, actually. We heard a bunch of auditions, and we had one actor that we liked, but I think we're going to probably go a different direction with it now. My headcanon is she sounds like the woman from My Big Fat Greek Wedding, whoever the lead actress is. I always just picture her sounding like that when I wrote her dialogue. I'm not sure, though. So hopefully whoever it is defies my expectations, because I don't really have any.
Yeah, can't wait to hear what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Do you have them? No, that was it. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the questions.
Okay.
Hey, Rion, can you unmute?
Hi. While you guys were talking to other people, I was hiding in the vents. Hello.
Hey.
So I have 2 questions. One, will IV have PS5 and Xbox Series X controller support?
Yes. It's not in
Okay.
yet, but it will.
Okay. And then second question, this is going to be a very big, important question, so I'm going to get some water just to prepare myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab onto my seat.
Is big head mode still being considered?
Yeah.
It's being considered.
It is, yeah.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna go into the vents and skedoodle out of here. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See you, imposter. Hey, look, Proto Minty. Here they are. What's going on, Proto? Proto
Oh
Minty.
shit, hang on, let me mute this stream. I got jump scared.
Hey.
No problem.
Yep, sorry, you're on the spot now.
Yeah, it's just all of a sudden. So I had a couple of questions, if that's okay.
Yeah.
First, I wanted to ask how you and Brian were doing. How have you guys been? How's been the progress on the game been? Has it been smooth? How have you been?
That's nice of you to ask. We're good. We both have COVID, unfortunately.
Oh.
But
As of today,
we're fine. It's development's been going good. I definitely think we're getting to the point where we're gonna have to probably take like a week off and go somewhere to reorientate ourselves. But that obviously isn't gonna happen yet.
Yeah.
Now we have to wait 2 weeks or whatever. So yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Thanks for asking.
You guys get better.
Yeah.
All right. The next thing, I'm sure this has been asked before, but how many cutscenes are being reanimated, and will all the new characters have voice acting?
All of the new characters will have voice acting for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't counting cutscenes.
Yeah, Brian and I are notorious for not counting assets. Like we never know. Like
yeah.
We did a lot of them.
Yeah,
and then there's a lot of new stuff too.
I actually think there's more new cutscenes than there are redone cutscenes.
That's true.
We mainly focused on stuff that was really important for the story or important for getting to know a character, like Rory's scene. I think there's, I don't know, Hellcry. Do you have any idea? You've played it. I feel like it's at least 10, maybe more.
Well, I guess the main thing is there wasn't many actual cutscenes in the game. A lot of it was like the
and now they
character
are cutscenes.
dialogue.
Yeah,
now they've been revamped into cutscenes. Yeah,
right.
That's true. I think that's what they meant.
So like, there's a few redone cutscenes. Ones that have been enhanced. It's like about a couple per chapter, I'd say. That's the way it seems.
Yeah, they're pretty consistent throughout. Like all the dream sequences are pretty elaborate. We actually did the dream sequences first, and then we're like, oh man, we got to make the whole game like this now.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Next question is for Brian, but I can't hear him because I had to mute the stream. We were discussing Brian's animation progress in the YIIK Court at one point, and I was very interested in that, and he brought up possibly doing a stream to demonstrate his animation process. Would that still be possible to do?
Oh yeah, I forgot I said that, but I should definitely do that soon. Maybe I'll make a new enemy, and then we can animate it on stream and everyone can watch.
We should just pick a date.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love that.
Yeah, so we'll figure out a date to make that work, and then I'll let you all know.
Right. Take your time. You got other shit going on.
Well, we got to finish up all the enemies soon, so now's a good time to do it. So maybe next week.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I would love that. Last question's really bad. You don't have to answer it, but I have written down here: are Chondra and Asuka gay for each other?
I can't answer that.
Okay, that's acceptable.
All will be revealed.
All right, awesome.
You've played the game.
Makes
You know
me
what it's
more
like.
excited.
Awesome.
Yeah, the game's like, wait, I have questions now.
Keep your lips sealed. I want to find out. All right, so then that's it. Have a nice day, you guys.
You too.
Thanks a lot.
All right, good.
I got a text question from Crate Mealy, which asks, can we pet the alpaca?
I wouldn't get too close.
Alright, here's a bunch of shit posts.
I like shit posts.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, this person has a question. Let's bring them in. Hey, what's going on, Lango? Or Lango? How do I pronounce your name? Oh, hey, what's going on?
Pregnant pause.
Can't hear you. Well, while they're setting it up, I can look for the next person.
I was going to say, Dallin said, someone on Twitch asked if there will be any more indie game guest appearances.
There's the Tome poster.
Oh yeah, that happened.
And there's a Tome indie game, which everyone should play. No, I don't think so. most of the references in Y2K came about very organically from like meeting people or interacting with the developers of those games, like the Valhalla crossover and the ROM 2064 crossover was just because like we had met the developers of those games and or interact with them in some way. It's not usually like just trying to just there is another poster for a game, but it's canceled, so it's I won't say what it is, but yeah, there is there's just some posters, but not too many in-depth references. Nothing like the Valhalla stuff. Somebody asks,
oh, sorry. Go on.
Can you give any teasers on what parts of the ending have been changed? All the bosses are all revamped and better. The actual ending cutscene itself and the one before it have been redone. I think they're two of the coolest in the game, actually. We worked really hard on those. Those are probably some of the most elaborate we've done. And then also everything from New York on has been really polished. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get this person in. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
You had a question?
Ooh. Are we getting
another silent one.
An accusation.
Yeah. I guess while we're waiting for them, I got a question from Salty Mint, we talked to before, asking about when are we getting the Alex body pillow?
Eventually. We're still working on it. It's happening, though.
Quincy, you there?
Will there be any hidden bosses that we can find throughout the world? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody says, did you study something to make video games? No, kind of. Well, Brian went to school for CGI, computer animation. I went to school for music composition. But we were always hobby game developers since we were children. I think I was 9 when we started like making little projects. So we've been doing it for a while just as like our primary hobby. And then eventually it became our career.
We have Firefa, who's deafened right now, but maybe when they come in the chat, they won't be. Hey, what's going on? You have a question?
Yeah, it's about the reduced monologue option. In the update, is it still going to be available, and if so, will it affect the cutscenes?
It won't affect the cutscenes. It might not be available. We might end up with like a definitive cut. I don't know. Not sure yet. That's still to be decided. But it won't affect the new cutscenes because those are... You gotta watch them. We worked hard on them.
Yeah, I like them personally. Yeah. They're really
you're lucky
nice.
I let you skip them. So
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That's all.
No problem.
Thanks. Somebody says, will the tabletop game be released digitally as well, via tabletop simulator or printable set of carta with scenarios? Also, the physical is a limited run. Okay. I don't know about the digital thing. I guess I don't see why not. It might devalue the rarity and the coolness of the physical figure, but it's also kind of stupid when people can't get access to media, and I know how frustrating that can be to people. So probably digitally as well. Yeah, the physical is going to be done through limited run games, so it will be probably limited. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I really don't know. And then somebody says, any tips to new indie games developer?
Avoid YouTube videos and just make what you want to make.
And make what you want to make. If you have an idea that you like, go for it. You have to finish it. It takes a really long time to get through making a game, and if you're not going to be engaged with it, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, and start small. Like, even if you don't like small games, because I get it. Like, I just want to make nothing but RPGs that are like hundreds of hours long. Maybe make like an hour or two long RPG first.
Or don't make an RPG.
Yeah, but if you must, you know.
Yeah, I think start small. Brian's definitely right about that. Be creative, be yourself. Don't be interested in. It's better to design a new game idea than it is to try and remake a game that exists. Obviously, it's a great way to learn because you don't have to design a game as well as program it. But if you design an idea and then figure out how it works, you're going to get a lot more out of that from trying to clone Zelda or Metroid or Earthbound.
Are you saying we shouldn't just try to make Undertale again or Persona 5?
You can do whatever you want if that's what appeals to you. You're the one who has to see it through.
True.
We have Lango, who says their microphone might be fixed now. Let's see if it's working this time. What's going on? Well, first it has to be unmuted.
Oh.
It's not working. Oh well, they asked their question in chat anyway, and it has to. Oh, now it's working. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hey.
So yeah, just a couple things to say. So I actually recently beat the game since last stream.
Congratulations on overcoming that challenge.
Oh, it was a great time. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and all my friends were there with me too.
Thanks for
watching it. So they got to see their names at the end of the game as I gave like honest answers at that questionnaire in the opening.
Nice.
But so my question is mostly this. I remember a couple weeks ago a early alpha build of the game got released on the internet. And I played through that, and it was really interesting to see how far the game had come and changed from that early build. I know that this is like a game with like a lot of cut or early content. Do you think we can see any more of that further down the line?
I think everything is out there, to be honest. So what he's talking about is the was it the PAX demo that
the prototype,
or was it?
I think it was PSX.
The PSX
it was
one.
PlayStation Experience. It was the second demo you guys showed live.
Okay.
What was in it? I don't remember that.
It was. It had the original version of Frankton. A lot of like
sewer, or the
factory hotel.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, it's not really archived in any way, and we didn't capture a lot of footage when we were making it, so I think everything that existed is out there at this point. I don't think there was a lot of stuff that got remade, because basically once development began on the game, the script was locked in place because we had to record the voice acting, and then everything was kind of made to that, and then ideas were adjusted along the way, like to make Frankton more traversable, because it had pretty negative reaction when we first showed it to our first beta testers, and they're like, you got to make Frankton smaller, this is not good. So we changed that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything really else to show, and we didn't cut anything we made in IV. We just used everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's still great to hear that you guys had a lot of good ideas that went into the final product. I'm also mostly getting into game dev myself, and I like to see the process that a game takes from start to finish, because I want to see how far certain ideas go, even if you like to treat some of those ideas like they're your baby. You want to see which ones you want to hold on to and which ones you feel like you have to let go, you know?
Yeah. It's easy to get really sunk cost fallacy about making stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes something just has to go.
Well, wait till you see what we did to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks fantastic. Currently, I'm really excited to see where this project goes, and I'm very happy to be playing it for free. Just the idea that this is all in a free update, and that you guys are doing it for the sake of the art. I appreciate it when game developers do that kind of stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate you appreciating it.
All right. Well, you two have a great day. I'll
Thank
be
you.
watching the rest of the Q&A.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Thanks a
much.
lot.
And we had one person whose microphone wasn't working that came back, and now we have another one. So, Quincy, I think we can hear you this time. What's up?
Hey.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Ah, man.
Somebody asks, Blue
That's
Factory
frustrating.
64 asks, what would you guys say is your favorite indie game?
Hotline Miami, maybe.
Because he said Hotline Miami, I'll have to give a different answer. I think Axiom Verge probably, if it can't be Hotline Miami. And then I like Towerfall.
Towerfall's great.
I like Shovel Knight, of course.
Right.
Everything Tribute Games makes is really good. Flint Hook is really good. Mercenary Kings. Stuff like that. Will the Golden Alpaca scene be updated, or will it stay the same? We haven't touched it. It's currently as it is in the game. That may change. I don't know. Somebody else says, what about Lisa the Painful? Unfortunately, I haven't played it. It's on my list. I will get to it at some point. What? No love for Chris Tales. Also, haven't played it yet. I have a big to-do list for indie games. And then, will there be more live streams showing off the game until fall? Yeah. We want to bring on some of the voice actors from the game to play it. There's a couple other people that we want to do some demos with. We're not going to get crazy about showing off too much new content. We really want it to be, we don't want to spoil it before it comes out, but we will show off just like progress. Like we might repeat demos we've done, but show them to new people or have them react to it. And you'll see like little polish being done here and there. And then I also
think,
what's up, Hellcry?
I was gonna say you described doing these live streams like when you showed off the game at conventions and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like it seems like you're kind of going for a similar thing because like when you first showed off the game as the Factory Hotel, and then you went to Windtown.
It's just kind of working out that way. I didn't think about that, but I think you're right.
All the demos.
I think
We'll
that's
have
what
to
it
do
is,
Cape
yeah.
Juno eventually, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to show
we gotta show off Mount Town and Cape Juno next.
Yeah. Okay. We'll plan for that. Maybe that'll happen.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't want to.
No promises, but we might do more development streams. Like Brian will do. Maybe he'll model an animated character.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll score a scene, and you'll get to see a little bit of a new scene while I score it. Something like that. I don't know. But we plan on continuing to do this. If we find engaging with people about the game motivates us a lot. When we used to do conventions before the Death Stranding, we had a big motivational spike every time we did it. But now we don't really have that, since there's no in-person events currently. I mean, I think they're starting to creep back up, but we probably won't do them till the next game.
Especially not now, because we're...
Yeah. We'll definitely go back to that when we show off our next game, though. We will probably... I would like to unveil it at a live event rather than just a stream. I mean, maybe... Wouldn't it be cool if we could somehow do a stream from PAX or something and unveil a game?
It's probably possible.
I wonder. We'll look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doable.
Yeah.
I don't know. That convention floor Wi-Fi, you probably have to get like...
You probably have to pay for like Ethernet or something.
Or you have to like talk to Twitch directly or something crazy like that, but that's... I don't know.
Somebody says, I don't mean to be intrusive, but how did you guys overcome or manage with the negative reactions? I find it super uplifting how you guys kept pushing forward. It was weird, obviously. Like it was like it's not fun to happen. But I think when you're really a creator and a creative type, eventually it creeps back and you have to do it again, even if you don't want to. Something says, make more games, make more content. and then you go, nah, it's too much work.
Yeah.
It's too depressing. And then it gets stronger, and you just have to make it. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up soon, so if there's anyone else who wants to ask questions...
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear that, actually. I wanted to say that Quincy wanted to ask a question on Frail Dog. So Quincy is asking, will there be alternative costumes or outfits for the characters?
I don't think so. You might see characters in different outfits for story reasons, but not like in gameplay that you can turn on. I think that might be a bit out of scope for us at this point.
Yeah, the characters' weapons do change though, so there is that.
Yeah, there's that. Somebody says, what's the most frustrating technical aspect of game development?
Sometimes it's just making content. Just like getting models in, animating a cutscene, like just the stuff that like you can think about faster than your hands can create.
Yeah. I think it's really just like how fast you can move. It's like how fast your body can physically make the game stuff. That's a technical problem.
Andrew, I got a good question for you, and also Brian, for both of you guys. What is something you're excited about IV, just in general, to show or excited to work on?
I'm just excited for the absolute meltdown that's gonna happen when people actually play it and see what it is and react to it. That's the part that I'm looking forward to about the game. It's the people actually getting their hands on it.
Yeah, I can't wait for people to try out the battle mode. I think that there's definitely something to it. I think that it's definitely an improvement over the original.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I am excited to do the physical copies of the game. That'll be cool to do. That's something that I'll be happy when we're at that stage.
Someone asks if there's going to be anything more about getting the groceries in IV, like a grocery store ad to Frankton or a groceries ending.
I want to point out one thing. Alex's call to adventure is to do something for his mother, and he decides not to do it. Instead, he goes on a literal wild cat chase. The grocery store not being in Frankton is a very, very deliberate thing. It's something that he will not even perceive or let you perceive. Unless someone can hack into the game and change who Alex is at the core of his digital soul vessel, he's probably not going to face the confrontation of having to get the groceries. It's his white whale. It's so elusive to him he doesn't even think about it, and instead he chases something. Well, I'll leave it there. You've played the game. It'll come to you.
This is the last person I'm going to bring on in the voice chat. It's Act 8113. Frail Dog also wanted on, actually, if you want to talk to them or not.
Yeah. And then we'll do these two, and then we'll call it.
Hello, Act?
Well, they have to be muted.
Hello, Act.
Hey.
Or not.
I'll put in Frail Dog right now.
Cool.
Hey, Frail Dog, what's going on? Chief Keef, what's happening?
My question... You know, I'm not gonna lie. I lied. I didn't have a question. I just wanted to say hi. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
That's it.
Cool. Yeah, not much.
That's a great question.
Yeah. I'm happy people came to check this out. I'm happy we got to talk to people and answer cool questions. This will keep me and Brian motivated for at least a month.
So the next stream's in a month, you said.
Yeah, you can usually track our moods based on when we have to get motivated with the stream.
Okay.
Oh, actually, is your microphone working? Sorry for kicking you out.
Yeah. I actually bought both other versions of the blue vinyl, and I was curious. How many copies of the other variants of the vinyl were produced?
I don't actually know, to be honest. I don't know. That's all. The Yeti handled all of it. I just sent them the files and saw it and said this looks beautiful, and then they handled the rest of it. I don't know how many were produced.
Okay, because I was making the Discogs entries for them, and I just wanted a bit of information before I so I could finish the rest.
Could you tag me in something on Discord, and then I'll find out that information for you later? Because I know that would be good to have on Discogs, for sure.
Yeah. I will say what I know of it is the first variant, the pink one, is sold out completely. The limited run, they might still have some, but they might have sold through a stock that they had set aside. And Black Screen Records and Materia seem to still have some in stock.
Alright. Also, my name's also Andrew. Just thought I'd tell ya.
Nice to meet you, Andrew.
I thought it was kind of fun to see two Andrews talking.
I don't see it often.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Good to talk to you. So somebody, Ropes Next, says that the new shirt isn't available yet. Sorry, didn't know that. Keep checking back. We'll tweet out when it's up. I know it can be difficult to get that stuff up in time, but it will be available soon.
So I'm going to read this question from our Discord. This could be the last question I'll read from Discord, and you can read Twitch and head out if you want. It's asking if there's going to be more achievements to the game.
We haven't done the achievements yet. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, there probably should be. We gotta look into it.
Yeah, we haven't thought about it.
I know that's something easier to do on Steam, adding achievements,
true.
but I know for, like, because there's certain values assigned to them on PlayStation and Xbox, it might be a bit more difficult.
Yeah, and platform holders treat that stuff very seriously. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That'll happen at the time of certification.
Yeah, and some of them might have to be triggered in different ways.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, Linguistic, Hellcry, Chief Keef, everyone who showed up, thank you. It was good talking to people. Thank you for watching the game. Thank you for being interested. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, goodbye.